racing fans. Welcome to racing action from Flamboro Downs for this Saturday evening. Our first dash will go to post in approximately 15 minutes. Let's get a look at the changes. Well, there are no changes in race number one. Race one has no changes, which of course means there is a change in race two. Paul McKenzie will drive number six, Frenchie Hanover. Paul McKenzie will drive number six, Frenchie Hanover, in the second. In race number three, number six, Off Road Hanover, open to blinkers. An equipment change, open to blinkers. Scratched is number eight, Zip Me Up. Race three, scratch eight, Zip Me Up. Race four, scratch number two, He's So Hot Hanover. Race four, scratch number two, He's So Hot Hanover. In race number five, there were no changes. No changes, race five. In race number six, number one, Money All Day, the driver Paul McKenzie. Paul McKenzie will drive one, Money All Day. And number six, Willie Strike is scratched. Race six, scratch six, Willie Strike. Seventh race, no changes. No changes, race seven. Race eight, scratch six, Malone. Race eight, scratch number six, Malone. Race nine, scratched is five, McKellar's Angel. Five, McKellar's Angel. And eight, Suan, changing blind to open bridle. Blind to open bridle. for race number 1 on parade. 1 is ABC, Jay Harris for Courtney Robson. And number 2 is Maximus BG, Sammy Failure for Michael Patterson. And number 3 is Shadow Warrior, Paul McKenzie for Bruno LaCroix. Number 4 is Our Max Factor, Scotty Cooler for Francis Gilman and Jean Allaire. Number 5, He's Got Swagger, Aaron Byron for Gerard Demers. 6, Rising Dragon, Austin Sorry for Kim Smith. Number 7, My Dingaling, Dale Spence for Kurt Harper and Adrian Saunders. And number 8 is Lions King, Jason Ryan for Amanda Fine. It's a field of 8 for race number 1. Let's get a look at some of the main players in this dash. And, well, I think we have to start with number 6, Rising Dragon, 5-1 on the board. Now, I'm surprised that price 5-1. Rising Dragon is one that, 11 wins last year. Now, did finish the season with a rough outing, finishing 6th, but then before that had 3 wins and a second. I expect Rising Dragon to bounce right back and rise up and to flash that same kind of form that he had before that last race. Rising Dragon, Austin Sorry for Kim Smith, and Rising Dragon is right now 5-1 on the board. Number 1, ABC, has been racing consistently well. Has post 1 again, hit the board in each of the last 2 from post 1, a second beaten ahead, and then a third. And ABC 9-2 on the board on the inside. Jay Harris should be able to figure out a decent trip from post 1, although this one didn't leave all that well from post 1 last time. I got away 5th, but still came on to finish 2nd. So 9-2 on ABC. Others to look at in here, number 5, He's Got Swagger. Well, he's getting all the love because this is one that has 56 lifetime wins and did win last time out for Gerard Demers. Aaron Byron will drive today. He's Got Swagger, and He's Got Swagger, that win in the bottom class at London. And overall, some decent form, although one troubled outing December the 19th at Mohawk. But He's Got Swagger and Aaron Byron for Gerard Demers, 2-1. And then on the outside, number 8, Lions King. Well, you got to consider him because he's made almost $550,000 lifetime. Races for a top barn, won 10 times last year. It's a tough post, but you still got to consider Lions King a potential threat. Fans note we now have a late scratch at number 3, Shadow Warrior. Race 1, scratch number 3, Shadow Warrior. Fans note the recall. We're just awaiting the 3 horse being taken out of the parimutuel pools. Gate is rolling for race number 1. It's ABC and Maximus BG in the center. Our Max Factor, he's got Swagger and Rising Dragon. To the outside, My Ding-a-Ling and Lions King. Field for race number 1 is at the start and they're off, and it is right now our Max Factor and Maximus BG driving into the turn. But right now our Max Factor has the front. Now he's got Swagger second, Maximus BG is third, and Rising Dragon in front of ABC. Then it is back to Lions King, and My Ding-a-Ling is back trailing the field. And they work their way on towards that opening quarter. And on top right now, our Max Factor in front of He's Got Swagger. Maximus BG third, Rising Dragons racing fourth. Then it is ABC, Lions King, and My Ding-a-Ling. Field races on around the turn. Our Max Factor at 3-1's got the lead for Scotty Coulter. He's got Swagger, the 6-5 favorite, second. Maximus BG third. Rising Dragon is racing first up, fourth, and then ABC and Lions King and My Ding-a-Ling. Our Max Factor leads it by a length and a half. 1 minute and 2/5 the halftime. 32 seconds is the second to panel, and the field races their way into the backstretch. And now on the outside, Rising Dragon coming first over, but having some steering difficulties, and now rolling out goes ABC, and on down the backstretch they go. Our Max Factor, he's got Swagger. ABC is out wide, and on the inside, Maximus BG. Then it is back to Lions King and My Ding-a-Ling, and Rising Dragon is back to trailing the field. 1:29 and fourth, a three-quarter time. Our Max Factor, here comes He's Got Swagger, and ABC is out 3 wide, and then it is back to Lions King and Maximus BG and My Ding-a-Ling, and the field works on down the stretch drive off three-quarters, 1:29 and 4. Our Max Factor, and He's Got Swagger. Our Max Factor wins. He's Got Swagger is second. Then ABC and Maximus BG, 159 flat. There's look the winner of race number one. It's number 4, Our Max Factor. Scotty Coulter with the winning drive. Our Max Factor, a, a 3-year-old Art Major. At the correction, a 13-year-old Art Major bay gelding owned by Jean Allaire and Francisco Met. Francisco Met is the trainer. Our Max Factor scores in 159 flat. First race payouts for Almax Factor $8, 340, 240. 5 He's Got Swagger 290, 210. 1 ABC 230, $2 Exactor 28.40, dollar Try 34.15. The dollar Super 117.20. The first race or her finish from the top down is a 3-4 scratch 12765. That's 3-4 scratch 12765. field for race number 2. On parade 1, Arrakis ostentatory for Francis Gilmet. Number 3 is Archimedes. It's Kelly Shepard driving and training and owning. And number 4 is Oneratak Perfetto Jason Ryan for Jared Mann and Tony Basile. And number 5, top of the bar, George Ketros drives and trains and owns. And number 6, Frenchie Hanover, Paul McKenzie versus Sandy Lawrence and Sean Irvin. And there goes my pension stables and Travis Moore. And number 2, Sicario, semi-filial for Rafael Barraza and Pamela and John Heen. Field of 6, race number 2. Let's look at this field. And, well, number 1, Arrakis has a chance to rack up career win. Number 54 comes into this dash with back-to-back wins at the end of the year. And, well, look at last year was a bit win-shy, but did finish up the season with those 2 wins. 5 wins, 17 runner-up finishes, and another 9 thirds. And clearly an older horse that obviously is pretty fit because had 50 starts last year and consistently made the top 3. Arrakis has gate speed, made the front at each of the last 2, and from post 1, I think Arrakis has a big chance, 9-5. Number 2, Sicario. He's one that fits rather nicely in this class, drops a level. In fact, was 3rd in the preferred class back December the 7th. The last time this one was in this class, winner Gagnon by a couple of lengths. So Sicario could be a big threat. Semi-filial, Rafael Barraza, strong connections, now 8-5. And others to look at, number 4, Oneratak Perfetto. Tons of back class, $790,000. And Oneratak Perfetto, 11 wins last year, so a 14-year-old, his final year, one that ended up the season with a win and a second, so was racing well. Oneratak Perfetto moves up a level off of the class that he beat last time out. Jason Ryan for Jared Mann. Oneratak Perfetto, 3-1. And one more is number 3, Archimedes, one that makes his second start off a long layoff, so could step up a little bit today and get on to the top 4. Kelly Shepard driving and training. Archimedes at 10-1. Field for the second taking up their positions. Arrakis and Sicario on the inside. In the center, Archimedes and Oneratak Perfetto. And to the outside, top of the bar, Frenchie Hanover. It's a field of 6 for race number 2. Field for the second is at the start of the rough, and Arrakis and Sicario, they drive out together. Onaratak Perfetto, Archimedes top of the bar, and Frenchie Hanover. Arrakis with the front as they race on into the backstretch, and Arrakis leads by a length and a half as they race their way to that opening quarter with Sicario second. Then a gap of 8 lengths in Archimedes and Onaratak Perfetto, and top of the bar in Frenchie Hanover. Arrakis, even money on the board, leading Sicario, who is 9 to 5. Those two have sprinted out from the field. And then a gap of about 8 in front of Archimedes, who is third. Onaratak Perfetto, top of the bar, Frenchie Hanover. Arrakis leading 27-4 is the opening quarter. And they race their way off the turn, heading up towards the half, and it is Arrakis with that lead of a length and a half. Sicario is second, and racing third is Archimedes. Then it's Onaratak Perfetto on top of the bar, and Frenchie Hanover. They're in program order past the half in 59-1, and now they race on into the backstretch with Arrakis still on top, and Arrakis is leading Sicario by a length and a half with Archimedes third. A narrow attack for Perfetto, Frenchie Hanover top of the bar, and they head to 3/4 off that 59-1 halftime and a 31-2 second panel breather, and it is Arrakis leading. Arrakis and Sicario. Archimedes is third. A narrow attack Perfetto is fourth on top of the bar, and Frenchie Hanover. Arrakis by 3/4, 128-3. Sicario's popped out. Arrakis on the inside, Sicario to the outside. They're going to chase on down the stretch drive. Arrakis, though, still looks sharp. Arrakis maintains a lead of about a length and a half right now. Arrakis, Sicario. Arrakis is rolling at the finish and is going to score win number 54. Sicario second. Then third is Frenchie Hanover, and fourth is between Archimedes and Onaratak Perfetto. 158-4. Arrakis. There is number one, Arrakis with the win. Austin Story, the winning driver for trainer and owner Francis Gilman. Arrakis, 13-year-old Federal Flex Brown Gelding. 54 career wins for Arrakis. On the board, 1-2-6-3. Second race, payouts 1 Arrakis, $4, 210, 210, 2 Sicario, 240, 210, and 6 Frenchie, Hanover, 330, $2 exactor pays $6.90, dollar try 27.60, dollar super 83.65, and the double of 4 and 1 13.10. The second race or finish from the top is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3. That's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3 in the bottom. For the third on parade, one is Halo. It's Heaven, Paul McKenzie for Connie Chisholm and David Chisholm. Number two is Mactacular, Daryl Thiessen for Julie Walker and Glengate Farms. Number three is Muscle Fashion, Jay Harris for Caitlin Graham and Steve Mihailek. Number five, Amigo Mio, Austin Sorry for Mary Ratchford and Wade and Philip Toussaint. Six Off-Road, Hanover Jim Whalen for Dr. Angela Whalen and Robert Eaton. Seven, Grateful, Jason Rye for Marie Helene DuPont and Gar Racing. And for Texaco Man, Sammy Filion for Francis Gilmet and Eric Buzajour. Field of seven, race number three is the start of the pick four. Let's look at this field for the third. Field of Trotters, purse of 7,800. Well, fans, there is a look at Muscle Fashion, who's 3 to 5 on the board, and well, my pick of the night, but it's not much of a price. But you'd have to think that Muscle Fashion could have his own way with this level. Muscle Fashion is one that's got some serious credentials. Looking further down the page, the last time we saw this one racing, correction, the second last time we saw this one racing here, was able to win rather handily, and that was the class above this one. Also raced here 2 classes above this and led a long way before finishing 7th, beaten 4. But in this class, Muscle Fashion, probably just too much muscle. Jay Harris for Caitlin Graham, 3 to 5. Others, how about number 4, Texaco Man, raced well to finish second last time out to very classy Onerattack Perfetto. Texaco Man is right now on the board at 4 to 1, and Texaco Man certainly has a substantial back class, a 10-year-old that should be fairly effective. Another try in this class, Texaco Man, Sammy Filia for Francis Gomet, strong connections, offers the much better deal, 9 to 2 over the 1 to 2 Muscle Fashion. A couple of more. Number 1, Halo, It's Heaven, has gate speed and inside post, and just has a little bit of trouble finishing the miles the last couple starts, but still she has to be considered a factor. But only one top 2 finish in 15 starts last year. Halo, It's Heaven is currently on the board at 7 to 1. And number 2, Mactacular, is one that was a winner back here November the 2nd. Mactacular is one that, well, is down in class from that level. And last race, raced in this class, got a pocket trip, tailed off a little bit in the late going. Mactacular, Daryl Thiessen for Julie Walker is 6 to 1 on the board. gate is rolling for the third. Halo at 7, Mactacular on the inside. Muscle Faction, Texaco Man, and Amigo Mio in the center. At the outside, Off-Road Hanover and Grateful. Field of 7. Race number 3. They're at the start and they're off, and Off-Road Hanover, Halo at 7, Mactacular, and Muscle Fashion, and Texaco Man, and the field races on around the turn. Halo at 7, Muscle Fashion, Halo at 7, Muscle Fashion, still working on the outside, and on the inside, Mactacular, and racing for this Off-Road Hanover. Halo at 7 has the lead. Muscle Fashion is continuing to muscle on the outside, and is looking to drive up and clear to the front. Leads by half a length. 28-2 is the opening quarter, and Muscle Fashion's going to clear to the lead. Halo at 7 is racing position second. Then third is Mactacular. Racing fourth is Off-Road Hanover. Then it is Texaco Man and Grateful and Amigo Mio. And the field comes off the turn. Muscle Fashion 1-9 and the board has the lead over Halo at 7. Muscle Fashion looks for a second panel breather. Off stride is Grateful. Muscle Fashion rolls on past the half in 58-4, 30-2 second panel. Texaco Man now on the outside is up and driving. Halo at 7 is on the inside still second as Texaco Man is third, and fourth is Mactacular. Then it is Off-Road Hanover and Amigo Mio. On down the back stretch they go. Muscle Fashion leading, but Texaco Man on the outside now is looking to pull the upset. Texaco Man at 12-1 in pursuit of Muscle Fashion, who had to work a bit to make the lead going past that opening quarter, and three quarters is 128-3, and it is Muscle Fashion, Texaco Man, and racing third, Halo at 7, Mactacular and Off-Road Hanover. Muscle Fashion still holds on to the lead. Halo at 7's been getting a trip. Here comes Mactacular on the outside. Texaco Man still in the hunt. Muscle Fashion, Mactacular. Muscle Fashion tried to hold on. Mactacular on the outside. Mactacular and Off-Road Hanover, Mactacular, Off-Road Hanover, then Muscle Fashion, and Texaco Man 2 minutes 1/5. There's the winner of race number 3, number 2, Mactacular, 4-year-old Tactical Landing Bay Mare. Open Gate Farms, trained by Julie Walker. The winning drive to Daryl Thiessen. Mactacular victorious in the third, 2 minutes 1/5. third race payouts. Number 2, Mactacular, 35.30, 13.40, and 4.50. 6, Off-Road, Hanover, 46.30, 9.83. Muscle Fashion, 210. $2 exactor, $779. Dollar Try, $863.70. The dollar superfect is $2,098.15, and the 20-cent super, $419.63. It's the third race order finish from the top down. 513-462-7 scratch. That's 513-462-7 scratch. Field on post parade for the fourth. 1T Woodley, Colin Kelly for Joe Squires, and Triple S Equine. To a scratch three's Explosive Motion. Jason Ryan for Gerard Demers and Michelle Fontaine. Number four is Tyrone Bowtie. Austin Sorry for Mary Ratchford and Cynthia Graham and Mark Melou and Gillian Keating. Five is Impressive Dude. Scotty Calder for Eric Nadeau and Louis Wan, Michelle Attard and Jean Allaire. And number six, Royalty Beer. Sammy Fillion for Jean-Francois Maguire. Well, let's get a look at this field, and we'll start with number six, Royalty Beer. 1-9 on the board. It's made $167,000 last year as a 5-year-old, and one that clearly stands out in here. Now, the last couple races at Yonkers weren't great, but now is one making a first start for Jean-Francois Maguire. Had been with Patrick Lachance and Royalty Beer. So much back class, and what a big year last year. Royalty Beer has faced a lot tougher and really stands out in here, and of course, that's why 1-9 on the board. It has been off since December the 13th. We'll see if he's ready to rock and roll, but if he brings his A game, he's probably too good for this field, and that's why the price on the board. Others, number five, Impressive Dude. Had a pretty impressive year last year. 55,000 made in 44 starts. The last race at Mohawk wasn't great in the snow, but before that was racing well here. 3 consecutive top threes. Impressive Dude and Scotty Calder for Eric Nadeau. And the Impressive Dude is 11-1. Number 1T Woodley made a break 2 races ago, but last race got a flat line, finishing 4th. Now gets a spot on the inside. And T. Woodley is one that raced in this class last race. Also was second in this class 3 starts ago. T. Woodley, another flat line and the inside post. He might be the right one for to be used underneath Royalty Beer. Colin Kelly for Joe Squires. And one more is number 3, Explosive Motion, who was a winner in the class below this one 2 races ago. In fact, did have a couple of really good races against a cheaper, and then moved up to this class last race, but it didn't go well because the trailer post just didn't get off the gate, never really got into the dash. Explosive Motion, Jason Ryan for Gerard Demers, could come back into form here and be a threat for the top 2, 7-1. It's a field of 5 for the 4th race. gate is rolling for race number 4. T. Woodley. Explosive motion on the inside. In the center, Tyrone Bowtie. To the outside, Impressive Dude and Royalty Beer. Field for the 4th race. Top of the stretch, here they come. And the field for the 4th race. He sent the starter off in Royalty Beer. He's going to blast out strongly, also leaving his Impressive Dude and T. Woodley. Then Explosive Motion, and back trailing the field is Tyrone Bowtie. Royalty Beer has the lead, and then drafting along in behind Royalty Beer is T. Woodley. Then it's Impressive Dude, Explosive Motion, and Tyrone Bowtie. Royalty Beer leads it by a length and a half, and T. Woodley second, opening quarter 29 seconds. Impressive Dude is third, 3 lengths from the front. Then Explosive Motion, and Tyrone Bowtie is trailing the field. Royalty Beer is just cruising along on top, and Royalty Beer, T. Woodley, and Impressive Dude as they race off the turn, but Royalty Beer is just cruising on the lead right now. T. Woodley is second, Impressive Dude is third, then Tyrone Bowtie and Explosive Motion on past the half, 59 and 3, and Royalty Beer with a lead of a length and a half over T. Woodley. On the outside, Tyrone Bowtie is moving. Impressive Dude is still third, though. Tyrone Bowtie fourth. Explosive Motion is fifth. And on down the backstretch off that half of 59 and 3, it's Royalty Beer. Tyrone Bowtie is moving up, and Tyrone Bowtie has come on the outside, but still second is T. Woodley. Tyrone Bowtie third. Then Impressive Dude and Explosive Motion. Royalty Beer, 3/4, 129 and 1. From the backfield, Explosive Motion is looking to explode on into contention. Came from last and now is up sharing second with T. Woodley, but Royalty Beer leads by about 2.5 or 3. Explosive Motion went off stride, and on down the stretch drive, Royalty Beer. Royalty Beer is going to win it and get a picture taken by Scooter. Royalty Beer victorious, Impressive Dude second, T. Woodley third, and Tyrone Bowtie fourth, 159 and 2. Royalty Beer. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 4, it's number 6, Royalty Beer. The winning drive to Samuel Fillion. Royalty Beer, 6-year-old Royalty for Life, Bay Gelding, owned by J.F. McGuire Incorporated. J.F. is the trainer, and it is career win number 19 for Royalty Beer. The fourth race payout 6 Royalty Beer 210, 210, 210. 5 Impressive Dude 530, 320. 1 T Woodley 380. $2 Exactor 1070. Dollar Try 1550. Dollar Super 32.55. Dollar Pick 3 90.95. That 20-cent Pick 3 is 18.19. The fourth race, so we're finished from the top, is a 3 scratch 5, 4 2 1. That's 3 scratch 5, 4 2 1 on the bottom. Fans noted in this fifth race, scratched is number 6, Too Much Duncan. Race 5, scratch number 6, Too Much Duncan. Field for the fifth on parade. 1 is Go 9-0, Colin Kelleher, Tess Waxman, and Noah and Addie and Jacob Waxman. And number 2, Fernhill Breeze, Austin Sorey for Gerard Demarais and Craig Ellis. 3 is Western Phil, Dale Spence for Kurt Harper and Kerry and Lois Saunders. And number 4 is Very Blue Chip, Daryl Thiessen for Malik Smith and Don Beanland. 5, Macalco, Paul McKenzie for Darren Rayner and Louis F. Timiadis and Matthew Hardy F. Timiadis. Number 7 is Hogwash, Sammy Filio for Brett Lester and Rebecca Williamson. And number 8 is Moxcelerator, Mark McDonnell for Ronnie Dald and Madsen Dald. And fans, let's get a look at this field for race number 5 with a scratch of number 6, Too Much Duncan. And, well, let's start off with number 4, Very Blue Chip. And Very Blue Chip is one that last raced at Mohawk on Boxing Day and was up early and well into the race, but then tired out badly. But the last time we saw this one here was in a condition class above this one. Raced well for a good chunk of the way, but again, tired in the late going. So Very Blue Chip, one who had a pretty good year last year, very good year. 7 wins, made $43,000. For this class, Very Blue Chip, I think compares very strongly and is on the board at even money. Number 1, Go 9-0, was second here last time out, and that was in a bottom class. So Go 9-0, one that did have a decent earnings year last year, and Go 9-0, Colin Kelleher, Tess Waxman. I think this is one that from the inside should be able to get off the gate very well. You see this one blasting to the front at Mohawk from post 6, and also did leave well last time out, getting a pocket trip. And Go 9-0 should be a main threat to Very Blue Chip, and Go 9-0 is currently on the board at 3-2. Others, how about 3, Western Film? Well, a veteran with a bit of back class, getting closer to that $250,000 mark, and was third here in this class December the 21st. The last one not quite as good, but Western Phil has enough class to definitely bounce back and be a top 3 in here, and is 8-1. And number 2, Fernhill Breeze, well, in search of career win number 50, got win number 49 last time out, won by 3 1/4 lengths in this class, blasted to the front, 8-time winner last year. And Fernhill Breeze has to be taken seriously and is 9-2 on the board. It's a field of 7 for race number 5, going to post shortly. Gate is rolling for race number 5. Go 9-0, Fernhill Breeze on the inside. In the center, Western Phil, Very Blue Chip. And Macalco to the outside, Hogwash and Moxcelerator. And it is a field of 7 for race number 5. Field of 7 for the 5th race. They're gathering speed, approaching the start. There at the start of the rough. Very Blue Chip is leaving very well. Go 9-0. Fernhill Breeze, Western Film, then Macalco, Hogwash, and Moxcelerator. And on into the backstretch, Very Blue Chip is off to a lead of about 4 or 5 lengths right now. Go 9-0 is going from second, then Fernhill Breeze and Western Film. Then it is Macalco, Hogwash, Moxcelerator, and Very Blue Chip is very sharp in the early going. And now Daryl Thiessen trying to rein in Very Blue Chip a little bit. And closing up a bit in the pocket is Go 9-0, 28-2, opening quarter. Very Blue Chip 1-5 on the board. And then it is Go 9-0 and Fernhill Breeze and Western Film. In front of Macalco, Hogwash, and trailing the field is Moxcelerator. And the field works their way off the turn and rolls on towards us. Very Blue Chip is coasting right now and leads by 3 over Go 9-0. Fernhill Breeze is racing third. Angles to the outside, 58-3 halftime with a 30-1 second pedal breather. Western Film is racing fourth. Macalco on the outside position fifth, and then it is Moxcelerator and Hogwash. On down the backstretch they go. Very Blue Chip leading Go 9-0. Fernhill Breeze on the outside is racing a third, about 4.5 off the lead, but it is still Very Blue Chip. Lead is about 2.5 lengths now over Go 9-0. And then on the inside, Western Film sharing third with Fernhill Breeze on the outside, 3/4 128, and it is Very Blue Chip. Very Blue Chip still very strong, leads by 3. Go 9-0 on the inside, Western Film. Center of the track is Fernhill Breeze, and then it is Hogwash and Macalco and Moxcelerator. Very Blue Chip closing now is Go 9-0, and Go 9-0 is getting closer, and up the inside is Western Phil. 3 across the track as they come to the finish, but Western Phil up the inside wins. Go 9-0 is second. Very Blue Chip and Fernhill Breeze 159-4. There's a look at the winner of race 5-3 Western Phil. Dale Spence, the winner. Kurt Harper, the trainer. Kerry and Lois Saunders are the owners. And Western Phil, 11-year-old sports writer, Bay Gelding. Fifth race. Payouts 3 Western Phil, 23 10 5 10 3 10. 1 Go 90, 450 260, and 4 Very Blue Chip 210. $2 exactor, 86.90. Dollar try, 103.05. And the 20-cent high five, 174.09. 20-cent pick five, 908.10. Fifth race, or finish from the top, 2 4 1 3 5, scratch 7 6. That's 2 4 1 3 5, scratch 7 6 on the bottom. on post parade for the 6th one. Money All Day. Paul McKenzie versus Sandy Lawrence. And there goes my pension stables and Colin Davis. Number 2, Fly Higher. Dag Henriksen for Mike Rive and Gary Silifant. Number 3 is Southwind Danny. Austin Sorry for Robert Kyle Fellows and Sarah McCoy. And 4 is My Time, Your Money. Rob Jenkins Jr. for Felix Marion. 5 is LMC Little Chips. Pat Hudon driving and training for Frank Cirillo. 6 is Scratched. Number 7, Napoleon Hill. It's Drew Smythe for Macy Castle Smythe and Joan Castle. 8 is Spin for Life. Colin Kelly for Kyle Rule and Triple S Equine. Field of 7, race number 6. Paul McKenzie on the 1. 6 is Scratched. Let's get a look at this field, and, well, we're going to start with number 5, LMC Little Chips, who has a couple of wins and recently has been racing consistently well. Only had one poor effort in the past 6, and that was because of an early break from post 8, trying to leave hard from post 8, and made an early break, but still overall, even then, finished 5th beaten 3. LMC Little Chips. I think Smiley Hudon has a good chance here with LMC Little Chips to come out on top, and is even money on the board. Others to look at, 1 Money All Day, Paul McKenzie for Sandy Lawrence. This is one that won last time out. Correction, came close to winning, was beaten half a length. That's the only top 3 finish in 14 starts for Money All Day, and that was in a maiden class and now moves up. But it was such a huge turnaround in Money All Day. Now the track was off a couple of seconds, so note, even though listed the mile was 2:03 and 2, note the track was good and -2. So overall, I think you got to look at Money All Day here as one that has a decent shot to maybe handle stepping up, even though the overall record isn't great. Paul McKenzie drives. Others, how about For My Time, Your Money? Rob Jenkins Jr., one that was racing consistently well for a few starts before that troubled outing last time out. Just didn't get off the gate very well, never got into the race. But if you look at the recent form, My Time, Your Money, Rob Jenkins Jr., this is one that could bounce back and be a factor for a share in his 5-1. And one more is number 8, Spin for Life, Colin Keller for Kyle Rule, and did spin to victory at Mohawk in a maiden class in 57-1 to race it. Came home nicely in that one with a 28-1 final quarter, but then last race at Mohawk made a break. Spin for Life, if he can stay flat, leaves out a post 7. He can be a solid player in here, and he's 5-2 on the board. Gate is rolling for race number 6. Money All Day, Fly Higher on the inside. In the center, Southwind Danny, My Time, Your Money, and LMC Little Chips to the outside, Napoleon Hill, and Spin for Life. It's a field of 7 for race number 6. It's post time. Field for race number 6. Danny's at the start of the rough, and LMC Little Ships will leave with Southwind Danny. Napoleon Hill on the inside, Money All Day and Fly Higher. But as they work on around that first turn, it is LMC Little Ships who's able to drive on and grab the lead. And Spin for Life is still spinning well on the outside, and now has moved up and taken over second. And then goes off stride. Southwind Dandy is filling the pocket. Now Spin for Life quickly recovered and then is driving on the outside. And it is Spin for Life and Colin Kelly after that bobble is able to quickly recover and clear to the lead. LMC Little Chips is second. Southwind Dandy is third. Money All Day is up and driving now on the outside with a lot of authority. Napoleon Hill is racing fifth and Wellback Fly Higher. And My Time Your Money. And it is Spin for Life who's got the lead as they race the way off the turn and they come on towards us. Spin for Life, Money All Day on the outside, challenging first up. LMC Little Chips is watching that battle from third, about 2 1/4 off the lead. Then it is Southwind Dandy and Napoleon Hill, and My Time Your Money and Fly Higher. 102 and 1 is the halftime, and into the backstretch to go. And Spin for Life has the lead. LMC Little Chips on the inside second. Money All Day on the outside, about 2 from the front. And then Southwind Dandy on the race toward 3/4 off that 102 and 1 halftime. And Spin for Life is still spinning on top and leads it by 2 now. LMC Little Chips has reclaimed second. Money All Day third. Now Southwind Dandy pulled out and is driving and is taken over third. Money All Day is backing away. Then Napoleon Hill. My Time Your Money and Fly Higher. And it is Spin for Life. LMC Little Chips is out and driving. Spin for Life and LMC Little Chips in third is Southwind Dandy. 3/4 132 and 3 on down the stretch drive they come. And it is still Spin for Life. LMC Little Chips. Spin for Life keeps on spinning well. Spin for Life is going to win. LMC Little Chips second. Southwind Dandy third. And Napoleon Hill 203 and 4. Spin for Life. Fans note the inquiry sign up pertaining to 8 Spin for Life and that break going past the quarter. There is Spin for Life. Colin Kelly for Kyle Rule. The owner is Triple S Equine. 4-year royalty for Life Bay Gelding. Spin for Life, the unofficial winner. Hence, the judge's ruling that number 8 Spin for Life did not violate the braking regulations. The inquiry sign will go off. The sixth race payouts 8 Spin for Life 750, 390, 350. 5 LMC Little Chips 210, 210, and 3 Southwind Danny 610. $2 Exactor 1510. Dollar Try 59.70. Dollar Super 240.20. And the 20-cent pick for 602.91. Sixth race, or we finish from the top down, 67352 scratch 41. That's 67352 scratch 41. field for race number 7 on parade. One is Mass Action, Sammy Filia for Julie Walker and Wade Piccone. Number 2 is Iditarod, Jason Ryan for Tyler Moore and Everett Hansen and Ian Donald. And number 3 is Lockdown Romeo, Todd Ratchford for John Holding and Morley Bosworth. 4 is Reconcile, Aaron Byron for Jeffrey Byron and Gordon Mason. And 5 is Code Switch. Correction, 6 is Showed Holiday, Brian Holiday for Dave Holiday and Caroline Holiday and Dr. Paul Rutherford. And 5 is Code Switch, Austin Sorry for Greg Graham and Sherry Graham and Tim Gallant. Let's look at the field here for race number 7. And number 2, Iditarod, racing at Mohawk last race in anometers at 2. A second beaten just ahead. This is one that's been racing consistently well. You only see that one difficult outing, and that one finished with broken equipment. So most likely didn't leave at all, and maybe the equipment break was fairly early because it just wasn't able to be a factor. But all of the other starts, you see consistent top 3 performances. Iditarod is 5-2 on the board. Jason Ryan for Tyler Moore. Let's get a look at number 1, Mass Action, and well, one that I anticipated being the betting favorite, but right now is not. Should be at the time of the gates rolling. 4 wins and a second in the past 5 is one that I think overall fits very well here. In fact, dominated here last time out. Gets post 1 again, has gate speed. Things are well set up for Mass Action in here. 9-5 on the board. Others to get a look at. Number 5, Code Switch, well, is coming in off of back-to-back wins, and Code Switch is one that moves up a level for this race, but certainly the form is good. Code Switch and Austin Sorry for Greg Graham had only 9 starts last year and did win 3 of them. Code Switch looking to kick off 2024 with a win, 6-5 on the board. And number 6, Showed Holiday, is one that at times last year looked really good and raced a lot better here last race. Got away from Mohawk and tried things here. Did have a bit of a break from the middle of September to the end of November, and now coming here could get rolling, and that last race was solid. Showed Holiday is 12-1. A decent sleeper play because Showed Holiday is actually one that showed very well last year, and there's enough in there to maybe be much more of a factor than the 12-1 suggests. 5, Code Switch, the 7-5 favorite. My top one is 2, Iditarod. Gate is rolling for the 7th, Mass Action and Iditarod. On the inside of the center, Lockdown Romeo and Reconcile. To the outside, Code Switch and Showed Holiday. It's a field of 6 for race number 7. Field for the 7th Into the stretch drive, gathering speed. And the field for the seventh race. He's at the start off of Lockdown Romeo. Mass Action will leave well. Iditarod, Reconcile, and Code Switch, and Showed Holiday. And the field races on around that turn, and Mass Action is able to grab the early lead. Lockdown Romeo, Code Switch on the outside is moving, and Iditarod is the fourth one as they race on to the opening quarter. Then it is Reconcile and Showed Holiday. Mass Action with the lead on past that opening quarter, and the quarter was recorded in 28 and 2. Mass Action, Code Switch racing second. Mass Action is 4-5 on the board. Code Switch a little rough gated, but still working on the outside. Mass Action, Code Switch is just about ahead back. Then a gap of 2 or 3. Lockdown Romeo. Then it is back further to Iditarod and Reconcile. And trailing is Showed Holiday. Mass Action with the lead. Code Switch now was able to switch on over down to the pylons, and now up and driving is Iditarod. Lockdown Romeo, Reconcile, and Showed Holiday as they work their way on into the backstretch off a half of 58 and 1, and they race their way on down the backstretch, and it is Mass Action leading by about 3. Iditarod on the outside is getting a little closer, and Code Switch is third. Reconcile, and then Lockdown Romeo, Thou Art the New Trailer as Showed Holiday has moved up. Mass Action 4-5 leads by 3/4, 128 and 2. Iditarod is racing second. The dogs are barking now. Iditarod is getting a little closer. Reconcile is third. Then Code Switch and Showed Holiday and Lockdown Romeo. The field turns for home. Mass Action leading still. Mass Action, Iditarod and up the inside. Reconcile, but Mass Action is going to hold on. Mass Action is the winner. Mass Action, Reconcile, Iditarod, and Showed Holiday. 2 minutes and 2/5. Fans, you know whose birthday it is today? Scooter Gimlet's celebrating a birthday. Scooter, you had some snow tires on that scooter. It's not moving very quickly, or is it just all-season radials? Scooter Gimlet, happy 23rd birthday. Get some Bridgestones, buddy. Back in front of us, the winner of race 7-1, Mass Action, 4-year-old Muscle Mass Bay gelding. Sammy Filion is the winning driver. The trainer is Julie Walker. Wade Piccone is the owner. 7th win for Mass Action. Mass Action victorious, 2 minutes, 2/5. The seventh race payouts: one mass action 390 280 210, for reconcile 590 332, Iditarod 220, $2 exactor 43.70, dollar try 86.20, dollar super 172.80. Seventh race or finish from the top: 136254. That's 136254 on the bottom. for the 8th on parade, 1, Mercutio, Colin Ketterer, Shane Arsenault. And number 2 is Chapter 12, Jason Ride for Joe Squires and Martin Kepfer. And number 3, third time, The Dream, Austin Story for Jim Ellis. And number 4, Cameron Hanover, Daryl Cheeson for Jared Bothwell and Charles Christoforou. Number 7, Magic Hush, Paul McKenzie for Dr. John Chandler. And 5 is Run Like Hell, Sammy Filia for Francis Gilmet. 6 scratched, field of 6 for race number 8. I'm just going to look at this field. I'm going to start with number 1, Mercutio. And Mercutio, Colin Kelly for Shane Arsenault. 9-time winner last year, fresh off a win here December the 28th, and had to scoot on up the passing lane to beat third time The Dream, who is post 3 here this evening. And Mercutio, he's one that overall, like last year, $108,000 in 39 starts, and this is one that was meant to be a good one, a $100,000 yearling. Now is a veteran 6-year-old, but Mercutio in a top barn inside post position. Colin Kelly driving. I think Mercutio has a big chance to win 3-5. Number 3, third time The Dream, is one that, came close last time out and was a winner the start before him. And those were in this class. In fact, the last 4 starts were in this class, a win and 3 runner-up finishes. So third time The Dream has to be considered for a spot on the ticket with Mercutio, 5-2. Number 5, Run Like Hill, has been racing consistently well. Did earn almost $70,000 last year. Run Like Hill, Sammy Filia for Francis Gilmet. Sammy's looking for a third win on the evening. And this is one that definitely has a shot in here. Now, it was third beaten 2.5 last time out. Did all the work on the lead before getting passed by Mercutio in third time's The Dream. A little tougher post assignment, but Run Like Hill is a versatile type. Can race from on or off the pace. Run Like Hill, 9-2. And one more, number 2, Chapter 12, is one that had 3 consecutive good races before an interference rake last time out. So definitely one that could bounce back now, and is one that was 12-1 last time out, 13-1 here, and that break not his fault. So really, Chapter 12 seems to be appropriately priced at 13-1 right now. Gate is rolling for race number 8. Mercutio, Chapter 12 on the inside. In the center, third time The Dream, Cameron Hanover, Run Like Hill. And to the outside, Magic Hush. It's a field of 6 for race number 8. The 8th race, trotters are gathering speed. They're at the start of the rough. Cameron ahead of her. Chapter 12. Mercutio. Third time for the dream. Run like Hill and Magic Hush in the field. Works on around that first turn. Mercutio now trying to drive on through with that inside advantage against Cameron Hanover. Cameron Hanover is going to come on now and clear to the front over Mercutio. And Mercutio racing second is going to pop out now and loop back around and reclaim the front. Cameron Hanover second. Chapter 12 is third. Then it is third time's the dream and Run Like Hill and Magic Hush. It is Mercutio and Colin Kelly with the front. 28 and 4 is the opening quarter. Cameron Hanover plugged in for the pocket ride. Then Chapter 12 and third time for the dream is fourth right now as they race off the turn off that 28 and 4 opening quarter. At the trailing pair, Run Like Hill at Magic Hush, Mercutio and Colin Kelly with the front as the field heads on past the half, and it is Mercutio by 2 over Cameron Hanover. Chapter 12, third time for the dream now is working first over and is about 3.5 lengths from the front. Then racing on the inside, that is Magic Hush, and to the outside is Run Like Hill. Mercutio, 1 to 2 on the board, has the lead as they race their way on down the backstretch. Mercutio looks sharp and leads by 2.25. Cameron Hanover, third time the dream, is third, but is about 6 off the lead of Mercutio, who's 1 to 2 on the board. Then Chapter 12 and Run Like Hill and Magic Hush. Mercutio continues on and is rolling very sharply off 3/4 at 128. Mercutio now by about 4 lengths over Cameron Hanover. Third time's the dream and Run Like Hill. It's all Mercutio in the 8th race. And this is one that is got this dash sewn up. Then Cameron Hanover will try to hold on to second over third time's the dream. Cameron Hanover second, third time's the dream, and then Run Like Hill. 158 flat. Mercutio. There's a look at the winner of race number 8. It's 1 Mercutio. Colin Kelly, the winning drive, a 7-year-old bar-hopping bay horse, owned and trained by Shane Arsenault. It is the 14th win for Mercutio. Mile of 158. Eighth race payouts one Mercutio $3 280 210. Four Cameron Hanover $6 260 and three third time the Dream 210. $2 exactor 1350. Dollar try 1690. Dollar super 3230. 8th race silver finish from the tops of 16324 scratch 5. That's 16324 scratch 5 at the bottom. field for the ninth race on Parade 1, Cleveland Massimo. Jean-Francois Maguire drives and trains and partners in ownership with Julie Melanfont and Richard Legris. Number 2 is Chasing Dreams, Austin Story from Mitchell Tierney and Ellie Stafford. And 3 is Esquire, Semifolia for Francisco Vet and Carl Duque. And number 4 is Dirt, Todd Ratchford for Paul Meekins and Saltwater Stable. 5 is Scratched. Number 6, Boom and Bust. Scotty Kohler for Michelle LeBlanc and Carl Bagnell. And number 7 is Feel the Force, Colin Kelleher, Kyle Rule, and Triple Sec Wine. And 8 is Sue Ann, Jason Ryan for Eric Nadeau and Louis Bois, and Jean Allaire. Let's get a look at this field for race number 9, and we'll start with number 6, Boom and Bust. And, Boom and Bust is on the board at even money because he's dropping down substantially in class. In fact, you see this one beating the non-winners of 6 class December the 7th here, wiring the field. And this is 2 classes below that. Boom and Bust should have a big chance to boom here. Scotty Coulter driving for Michel Leblanc. Number 3, Esquire, lots of back class, $443,000 lifetime, and raced well from post 7 last race to get a pocket trip and finish 3rd. And Esquire is dropping 1 level off of that start. And overall, this classy veteran, Sammy Filial, looks for the driving hat trick. Esquire sent up by Francis Gilman, 5-2. Should be the main threat to Boom and Bust, and the tote board sees it that way. Number 2, Chasing Dreams, comes in with a win at Charlottetown and was a steady earner in the Maritimes this year. Chasing Dreams has gate speed and inside post and could be a top 3 factor, 4-1. Last race December the 14th in Charlottetown. Austin Story driving. And one more. How about 1 Cleveland Massimo? Well, the last race at Mohawk wasn't good, but this is one that was a 3rd in this class just 2 races ago. Gets another favorable post. Then Cleveland Massimo has shown enough overall form that J.F. McGuire has a shot to be a factor in this dash. 4-1 on the board. Gates rolling for race number 9. It's Cleveland Massimo and Chasing Dreams on the inside. Esquire, Dirt, and Boom and Bust in the center. The outside, Feel the Force, and Sue-Ann. Feel of 8 for race number 9. There at the start of the rough, Esquire leads with Boom and Bust, and on the inside, Chasing Dreams is third away. Then it is Dirt and Cleveland Massimo, and Feel the Force, and Sue-Ann is back trailing the field, and they work their way on into the backstretch, and now Boom and Bust and Scotty Coulter is able to come on and grab the lead. Racing second, Esquire. Chasing Dreams and Dirt is fourth, in Cleveland Massimo. Then Feel the Force and Sue-Ann. And the field works their way on to the opening quarter and past a quarter of 28 and 1. Boom and Bust is 2 to 5 on the board and leads Esquire by a length and a half, with Chasing Dreams third. Dirt is racing fourth. Cleveland Massimo is fifth on the inside and in front of Feel the Force and then Sue-Ann, and they race their way off the turn. Boom and Bust and Scotty Coulter has the front. Leads by a length and a half. Esquire is second. Chasing Dreams third. Then Dirt is fourth, and Cleveland Massimo 59 and 1/2 time. Trailing pair, Feel the Force and Sue-Ann, and they work their way on past the half and into the backstretch, and it is Boom and Bust. 2 to 5 favorite still with a prime. Leads at a length and 3/4 over Esquire. Chasing Dreams is chasing from third. Dirt now is moved out, and then it is Feel the Force in Cleveland Massimo and Sue-Ann. They race by 3/4. Boom and Bust still in charge. 1:29 the 3/4 time. And Boom and Bust has the front, leads by 2.5. Dirt second. Esquire third. And then Feel the Force in Cleveland Massimo. But as they turn for home, Boom and Bust is still booming and leads by about 2.5 lengths. And Dirt is second. Then Feel the Force made a bobble way back. And they race their way on towards the finish, and it is Boom and Bust who booms in the ninth, and then it is Dirt over Esquire and Cleveland Massimo. 159 and 1. Boom and Bust. Coming back in front of us, ninth race winner, number 6, Boom and Bust. Scotty Coulter victorious. 2 on the evening for the Tan Tornado, 2 for Tan. Boom and Bust, a 6-year-old muscle up the Gold Bay gelding, owned by Carl Bagnell, trained by Michel Leblanc. Boom and Bust, 12th win lifetime. Fans note the inquiry sign will go up pertaining to one Cleveland Massimo racing action at the top of the stretch. Fans, the judges ruling that there were no violations on the board 64317. That's 64317. Ninth race, number 6, Boom and Bust, pays $2.80, $3 210. 4 Dirt, $7 440, and 3 Esquire 220. $2 Exactor 43.40. Dollar Try 60.85. 20-cent Super High 5 is 69.01. $2 Double 5.80. And then that 20-cent Pick 3 $1.92. 20-cent Pick 4 $9.76. Ninth race, or her finish from the top, is a 4-6-3-2 scratch 157. That's 4-3. Correction from the top. 4-6-3-2 scratch 157 on the bottom. Fans, that does conclude the live harness racing program for this evening. Action resumes 6:55 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday evening. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Shanna.